good to me so far. Alrighty. Alright, so yeah, we are gonna see Negan. Wait, he did go with Nina. Okay. So no Mishimas tonight. He's going back to Nina Williams. I'm curious now. What prompted the change here? I'm curious about. But I do.
Let's think about it this way. I'm assuming Jackie's still playing Kazuya on pad, and playing Kazuya on pad is like trying to do crack through like a magnification glass.
Yeah, actually, that's relatable. Considering that I hate playing most characters on pad these days, that's way too much execution for me using a pad.
And Nina is one of those characters that is really good at playing small Tekken. And against Negan, you have to use a lot of small Tekken concepts.
Definitely.
He's a very annoying character to play against. Oh, nice duck on a forward 3.
No, into the. We're gonna get a full launcher though. So trying to put some pressure on him with these plus frames from Negan here.
Back 2.
Oh, nice duck.
Didn't get the launcher.
Alright, went the Rage Art Blonde Bomb
slide.
into the 1+2.
Low?
Oh, caught him with the counter hit. That's 1 for ThousandRedLines here on Domo del Studio. So I really am liking seeing his Nina again. It's been a while.
Down 3 is a really good ground hitting option. Not a lot of people know how to step it. No launcher that did not cool.
Oh, he just straight up did the tailspin, no fear. Hella damage.
No punish on the back one too.
So trying to create some space here. Got a pretty solid life lead. Blind bomb. Oh, spent the Rage Art Blonde Bomb. Oh, that's gonna hurt. What a whiff punish. And that's 1-1 even here. In game 1.
I thought the Rage Drive Nina had gave her like a full combo, but I was wrong.
The Rage Drive, it depends on the actual combo you do. I've seen it done before, but I think he misinputted. So, because I know you can do more damage than that with Nina post Blonde Bomb Rage Drive.
No punish in the back 1-2 again. Still -10. So I think Nina gets 2-4 or 1-2.
Again with the Blonde Bomb punish. Doesn't capitalize on the damage though.
You can check Negan out of his 1-2 strings. Same with Miguel. Both of them have like a 1-2 that leads into like a real plus on block, like mid option.
Yeah, much like the back 1+2.
If you do a down 4, you can beat both options. So you force Negan or Miguel to either low parry, or you force Negan to do his intimidation stance.
Well, counter hit though, got caught pressing buttons. Ooh, nice damage, so we got a balcony break here. Still in favor of 1,000 though.
Round, forward 1. It's the bat.
That's gonna hurt.
Back 1+2 counter hits.
Double forward 2s, and now we're going to double Luigi here.
No whiff punish on the backswing blow. Still no whiff punish. I don't think you can do anything at that range.
At that range, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
That's something I'd lab first.
I think you can just do a free blonde bomb.
And he is
no
just,
launch punish on the reverse ivory.
Fearlessly whipping his face. What a low parry though. Oh, missed it. Not the full damage. Nice duck.
1-2-4 gets ducked. I'm seeing a lot of good ducks from Flower Boy. Like he's ducking the 1-2-4, he's ducking the forward 3. He isn't quite getting the conversions, but he's still getting the ducks. So it's good to see.
The moment that he does start getting the conversions, it's really going to start hurting for 1,000.
He's gonna punish that. I think DF1-2 on Negan's like, what, -12?
Yes, sir. Oh, knocked him out of the low. That's going to hurt. And he's got 3 seconds left on the clock, so...
He can't make it back.
And that's going to be 1 in favor of Flower Boy running the clock out. Excuse me, Odedoe 47. That name's throwing me off.
So... Jackie is getting hit by a lot of these like whiff DF2s into 1+2s. So the power crush is really annoying, as a matter of the fact. Keep in mind, the power crush is still a high. So he can probably... Whenever Negan whiffs DF2, he can go for the slide. He can go for maybe like 1-2 into duck, or a down 4 from like far away. personally, I want to see more like down back threes from Jackie, more DF1s. Just a lot of more like smaller Tekken against Negan. Because Negan really dies to just like fast lows, fast mids, and just like a lot of sidestep based game plan.
And especially considering that he's throwing out a lot of sidesteppable moves in that game one, even though I'm actually pretty sure minus the string, the 1-2 back 1+2, that's not sidesteppable, but just raw back 1+2 can be sidestepped and launched. And
Yeah.
Negan's got a pretty good launcher for it as well, sidestep.
If you didn't know, you can sidestep 1-2-4. You can sidestep guard 1-2-4 and 1-2-1+2 and launch the 1-2-4.
Oh, I actually did not know you could sidestep. I usually just low parried it for Negan.
Oh, 1-2-4? I think 1-2-4 is still high. The high. What you're thinking of is like 2-1-3 or like 2-1-4.
2-1-4, my bad. Input.
So yeah, on to game 2.
No.
Personally, I want to see Jackie like play to Nina's strengths. I want him to be more Negan's face because Negan's good range is like around range 2. Negan's still good range 1. Like he is one of the best jabs for the fact that it always tracks sidestep left.
Considering the fact that Nina's got some pretty good poke strings that can interrupt some of the pressure that he's throwing out when Negan has these interruptible strings, he can catch a good amount of counter hit damage by staying within that close range. Oh, we're going to the arena, so that's just going to be 8 sides of hell. So let's see how 1000 reacts to this.
Now you don't particularly have to commit to a sidewalk against Negan. You can sidestep block a lot of his stuff, and most of it just whips.
Round 1. Fight.
So yeah. Jackie's dash blocking in, getting hit by the DF1s. Got hit by the DF2.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Okay.
So Jackie has to get into the proper space, which is right in Negan's face. Nice, Ivory Cutter. Down back threes, nice. A lot of small lows.
Yeah, starting to slowly dash in his face, put some pressure on him. Nice duck, though.
Nice blonde mom.
Woo! Whiff punish. There we go. That's what we needed.
Gotta be careful about that.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Alright, Negan's plus.
I try to go for a 1 throw, nobody home.
Nice.
Yeah, we gotta duck that. What's the
Two
move
into the
here?
down back two. Beautiful conversion.
Delicious. All right, 1 on the board. Didn't even need rage drive for that one.
Down 4-1.
Ooh, okay, dick punch to stop the pressure.
Nice side step.
Oh, there we go. That could have been a
Into the
hell of a
4-3.
launcher, though. Another blonde bomb. Slowly putting some pressure towards the wall. 2 blonde bombs.
Not cool. No whiff pun. No launch punish.
Launch that. Well, just ran in unblockable tackle. Okay, so he's now putting the pressure on him. Let's see
I'm
if
still
he can make it a
surprised. I'm
3
still
and out.
surprised how that counter hit. But I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Okay, so he's just really throwing all these blonde bombs in here.
Hey, as long as it's,
Counter
speaking
hit
of
out of it,
hitting,
though.
the forward 1+2 out of downtown. No exceptions. That's unsafe. Pretty sure you're just wall standing for that.
Oh, that's gonna be smart. Just no fear with the power crushes again.
Now 4-1, interrupt.
Again, another dick punch trying to stop the pressure from Nina. Oh, does not whiff punish though. Okay.
He's poking away while setting 1.
All right, nice duck here.
He's setting.
Oh, counter hit.
Oh, got out of
Oh,
there.
sidestep the rage drive.
Yeah, no punish on the DF2.
Oof.
I don't know what Nina's 14 is, but I'm pretty sure you can just back 1-2. Like back 1-2 is a lot better now, because the jail is and it's like a homing move.
Ooh, it's a homing move. Okay, that's actually not bad. Going into the double lows. Oh, interrupted again. Oh, wasted the rage drive.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of ducks in the DF4s. He has a safe mid option, but you can sidestep left the mid option. So yeah, Jackie's being a lot more careful about the DF2 whiffs, just to make sure like Negan doesn't throw out any pyro crushes on like that whiff space.
He's at least keeping it to mainly center stage.
tackle.
Another unblockable
3.
tackle. And scraping the floor, this could hurt.
Dun dun, Ender, River. Alright,
And
nice effort.
with a perfect to end it out at double Luigi, so it's now 1 for 1,000 red lines now, 1-1 even. So I'm at least liking the fact that he's putting a little bit more pressure on it. Like I've not seen, you know, that type of aggressive pressure, but it was unexpected. Like a lot of unblockable tackles, a lot of run-in blonde bombs to kind of stop him in his tracks. Even though that was kind of risky, considering that in game 1, Odedoe actually was doing a pretty good job of stopping him in his tracks, where he's catching him with, you know, several scrape the floors, catching him out of these blonde bombs. So the fact that he was somehow able to still get a solid approach off of him, even though he was at that risky 2 range, just he managed to make it work.
But yeah, like Jackie's main goal is just playing range 1 Nina against Negan. She doesn't have a lot of like far-reaching moves outside of like Ivory Cutter, up 4-2-1, and like DF2. And DF2 doesn't even reach that far. So he has to get into like DF1 range and start doing down back 3s, just mixing them up, forcing the guesses, and maybe an occasional wipe the floor. Even though it's like a semi-C below.
And it's semi-seeable. It's been working for the most part, minus, again, the counter hit that Odedoe had gotten, and as well as the low punish that he did get off of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, hasn't really been protecting his ankles either, so he is abusing that a bit as well. But I at least see that Odedoe's also trying to stop some of his own pressure with these, you know, these special mid dick punches where Thousand's trying to get his pressure going. So it's a little bit of a tit for tat.
Yeah. In that scenario where Thousand's trying to get his pressure going, he can probably be going for like up 4-3s, or like just going for like a quick low parry into like block, just to check him out of the like down jab option, just to force the rock paper scissors to just go further.
And we're going to the Souk stage, so definitely gonna have a little bit less room to work with. So that means we got some pretty solid wall carry potential here as well. So a lot of damage can go very fast. Bro, is that an Anna costume?
I don't know, but I dig it. It looks pretty cool. Nice CD1 counter hit, but didn't get the combo. We're gonna go to the wall.
Yes, sir, but not the full combo. And 1 throw. Side switch.
Nice, orbital. Nice, down back 3. Just poking away. Negan can wall setting 1-2 that.
I noticed that he's not really going for the lights out Oki option of that, even though it's confirmed. So he's kind of letting him get up for free either. He's not really making him scared to get up to pressing these buttons. Oh, counter hit.
And keep in mind, DF 1-1-2 isn't really like a real string. You can do like a magic 4 or like a 1-2 to check him out of it. No real punish on the DF2.
Again, another blonde bomb in the face, scraping the floor. Oh, power crush though. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, got hit.
Oh my god, he did the unblockable. Punishment, sir. And he's got some rage to work with, so he can make this hurt with the next move.
No launch on that.
Oh, he sidestepped it but didn't launch him. Again with the dick punch.
Yeah, he's getting checked out of sidestep 1 pressure, so he has to be more tight on his sidestep 1s.
But oh man,
the sidestep 1 into sidestep 1 it's natural into itself if they mash something. Nice blonde bomb. He's gonna be careful about the run-in. No duck on the DF4 too. Nice duck.
Oh, nice duck.
No punish.
So got a pretty solid life layer, still keeping it fairly center stage. Again with that run-in homing move.
Back 1+2.
Plus frames in his face.
Flower Boy stepping out of the wall. Good moves. No duck on the DF3-1. You can launch that.
Alright, what's the move in here? Oh, with the kip up.
Yeah.
Oh, down back 2 to take it. So now in favor of Odedoe.
Not cool.
Launch.
Very late launch.
A little too slow to the punch.
It's still the right move.
Oh, back 1+2. Again, it's throwing out those down back 4s. Oh, what a whip punish.
And I think if Negan's like shove trades and like he recovers fast enough, he can get a launch off of that.
Oh, and hit him with a 2 throw, so that's gonna now be 2-1 in favor of Odedoe 47. Oh, hold on a second. I think it's time for this. We gotta use those. Because in Philly, we don't break throws. But in the meantime, other than that, that was still a pretty solid round by 1,000RedLines. The only thing you probably want to do is at least try and take some of that pressure off of him at the wall. Even at Sook, he might want to sidestep a little bit more to get away from that pressure, even though he has even though Negan has homing moves that can stop him in his tracks. Odedoe seemed to kind of just be easing off of the wall pressure.
Yeah, he was doing back. He was like doing back 1+2 and back 1+2. He wasn't really capitalizing on the wall. He was backing out of the wall when he had like the wall angle himself.
Precisely, which means that he wouldn't have been able to sidestep, but he kind of just let him get away with it for free, and 1,000RedLines didn't really take advantage of that. Especially when he had rage to make that comeback and make it hurt.
And keep in mind, Negan's back 1+2, it has like decent tracking to the left, but if you just like step to the left slightly, it like whiffs pretty much every time.
Probably.
I mean, to the right, yeah.
Okay. And also it's the fact that I'm actually seeing a lot of pretty good sidesteps from 1,000RedLines as well, especially when he actually sidestepped his rage drive. If he had walked it like a little bit further, that would have been a hell of a launcher, but it was a little too slow to the punch. I at least see that he's trying to launch punish the launcher. The power crush launcher is a little slow to that, but I can at least see that he's aware. So in the future, we should be seeing more launch damage from that.
And keep in mind, Negan's homing options are just utter trash. He has to commit to like jabs to track sidestep left, and like DF1 to track sidestep right. So his tracking options are just really lackluster.
Round 1. Fight.
Especially frame-wise, because they're not exactly quick. You can kind of see them coming. Well, into another throw, and side
I don't know
switch.
which throw that is.
I believe that was a 1 throw.
No block on the white floor. It just
and blonde bomb. Oh, floated him out of blonde. Floated him out of aerial
combo. Back 1-2 counter hit.
Oh, what a carry and a solid conversion.
No whiff punish in the 4-4-3.
And I can already hear the fireworks in the background. The neighborhood's getting lit. We're keeping it fairly center stage, even though Negan's a little closer to the wall than he'd like to be.
Nice down 4. Good check. Wasn't making sure that Negan wasn't getting too greedy.
Oh no, a little too slow
Didn't
to
get
the
launch,
whiff punish.
not cool.
Just a little too slow. And then we got 10 seconds left on the clock. And no one even really has rage yet, but I spoke too soon. 5 seconds left. What you gonna do? Oh, whiffed.
Time up.
And that's
So
gonna
yeah.
be 1-4 Odedoe.
2.
So Jackie's getting checked out of his sidestep 1 every time with down jab. So he has to do something about that down jab. Whether it's a low parry, like a more closer like sidestep 1, just a more tight one.
Oh, what a whiff
Nice
punish.
bomb.
KO.
Nice wipe the
That's
floor.
a very dominant round there by him with blonde bomb and a whole lot of scrape the floor here.
Nice. Up forward 3. A low parry on that. Or up forward 4, I mean. Up forward 4, 4,
So
4.
another 1 throw.
He's getting impressed a lot, but he's Negan jabs and he's Negan
bomb.
DF1s. Power
And
crushed
again,
out.
scrape the
Wipe
floor.
the floor.
And with the
Bomb bomb.
wall bounce.
Special bomb. I don't know which one wall breaks though.
KO.
Or wall bounds or
I
whatever.
believe the aerial blonde bomb.
Fight.
Actually, I think all of them. No, the aerial blonde bomb wall
Oh,
bounce.
the regular one doesn't wall bound.
Yeah, the aerial one, I believe, where she counts as being airborne. I interrupted the
Down
power
4.
crush there.
Check.
And now he's got infinite stage to work with. Okay.
Not cool.
Not
Oh,
cool.
does not launch it,
Don't
but
launch
gets
that.
a launcher anyway
Went
for
the
his
big
troubles.
option.
Dang, lets him get up for free, no Oki.
TF1-2, down back 3, nice.
Gonna get another scrape the floor, so he's really teeing off on his ankles right now. So it's now 2-2 even for TRL. So still keeping it fairly close here.
And yeah, some info for Odedoe. TRL has been going a lot for lows, specifically after Blonde Bomb and like plus frame situations. And he's been using like DF1-2 into down back 3. He hasn't been finishing DF1-2, so he can probably be going for like a sidewalk left to walk the low, or going for like a DF1 to check him out of it.
And there's one thing I'm at least noticing from TRL's playstyle right now. It's a lot of small poking. He's not even really getting too much combo damage. Most of the combo damage is actually coming from Odedoe versus from ThousandRedLines. ThousandRedLines is actually going for a lot of big blonde bomb damage, scrape the floor. Most of his damage is now coming from Oki instead of combos and wall pressure. So he's kind of chipping away his health bar instead of taking big chunks. But it's working for him so far. Because I don't think he's been able to really get a solid combo in a couple of rounds now. So it's just been him getting this big damage and spacing him out.
I mean, it's fair. I haven't seen Jackie play Nina like in a really long time, so I'm pretty sure he's been just like grinding out Kazuya. So I imagine like it's kind of normal for him to just drop these combos, because I don't think he really practiced a lot of them. Because she's like a technical character sort of. She has like shortcut routes that you can do that are slightly easier, but the ward on those is just like much less.
Precisely. So, especially I believe that in Season 3 they kind of nerfed some of her options as well in terms of combos. So she's really been used a whole lot more for getting that big poke damage, which is clearly working now at this point, versus, you know, those big combos she used to be able to get in Season 1, 2, and 3, so to speak. Or Season 1 and 2, so to speak.
I mean, she still has butterfly loops, so that's pretty much like the only thing that matters. But butterfly loops are hard. I still haven't learned how to do butterfly loops, but I really want to play Nina. I don't like sway characters.
Fight.
How do they find a sway character? Why is that, actually? Another blonde bomb. And one throw again, so we're not breaking these throws. Alright, back 1+2 pressure.
Nice duck on the one throw.
Punish blonde bomb.
DF2. Whiff on the forward 3, but didn't launch it. Got mixed up.
Yeah, he's not really getting too much damage
No duck on the DF4
off of
too.
that counter, even though he could hit confirm lights out.
KO.
Oh,
So yeah,
caught him
down
with
forward
double kicks.
4-3. Down forward 4-3 is safe. But you can sidestep left the second option. Yep.
Oh, another power crush
Not
launcher.
cool.
That's gonna hurt. Oh, drops it. Didn't finish his plate.
Nice one too. Good punish.
Oh,
Got checked out
counter
of his
hit. That's gonna smart.
So he has to do a tighter frame trap option.
We break
Not
those.
cool.
Don't touch me though. Oh, but he gets power crush though.
KO.
And personally, after a Throwbreak situation against Negan, I wouldn't really want to match because of not cool, down 3,
I
down
would
4.
agree.
I would rather just like sidewalk to beat the not cool.
Don't get him.
Really?
Just throwing
Kinda-
out the
kinda-
tailspin.
yeah. Kind of late on the whiff punish. Nice mix up. I don't know if
Hit him
that's a
with the
big,
homing move.
but that was dope. He like he did the spike into the unblockable, canceled the unblockable, and went for the demon steel pedal.
That was
Out
a
of
hell
stance.
of a mix-up. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt. It hurt to look at, but it was very clean, and I like it more. And that's currently that was a no round actually from Odedoe. So that was a very dominant performance in that game 5. So let's go into game 6 here, and let's see if ThousandRedLines can keep it close, because it's been pretty tit for tat. You know, game 1 going to Odedoe. I'm trying not to call him Flower Boy, even though he wanted to go by the name Odedoe. But they've kept it fairly close thus far. I think we can go to a game 9, assuming that they keep the same pace that they've been doing all night.
But yeah, Jackie needs to do a lot more lows, and Jackie needs to be careful about approaching Negan when he whiffs stuff, especially going into his intimidation stance.
Especially like considering that Odedoe is definitely comfortable throwing out a lot of these power crushes to catch him slipping, because he's launched him quite a bit, like we've said already. He's gotten a lot of his combo damage off of these power crushes getting full combo damage. So throwing out a couple more of these lows to stop him in his tracks, just to prevent him from getting free damage a little bit, because he's been scraping the floor all day, and Odedoe hasn't really been checking his ankles that much. So it hasn't. If it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. Now, man. And let's get into game 6 here. Let's see what stage we're going to currently. And just as a note, on deck for our finale match, it is going to be Sir Fox up against Rigel in our final match of the night. And we're going to Hammerhead again. So let's see how this match pans out here. Yo, are they blowing up fireworks or bombs? They're getting louder and louder. Jesus.
Sorry about that. There was something quick I had to do.
No
So,
trouble,
yeah.
brother.
On to 3-2.
What a nice
Nice.
duck, though. Yes.
The proper punish, too. Minus 13.
He's so gifted. Look at him go.
Down 2-3.
Oh, there's a scrape the floor punishment. That could have been a while standing too, I believe, though. Oh, with the
Not a lot.
launcher.
It's not a lot.
Nice.
It's not much. Yeah, you can wall standing one too that, but it's not a launcher. So you think he just pressed a button afterward by accident.
We take those. All right, Blonde
Blonde
Bomb
Bomb?
knocked him right out of it. Side switch with the 2-throw.
So from that information, ODOD is not really respecting Blonde Bomb. So I think TRL can do forward 3 as like an impromptu frame trap.
Round 2.
But he did get a solid duck punish from Scrape the Floor. Finally got hit with the back sway, but didn't convert off of it.
Nice.
Counter hit. That's going to smart. Down back
Easy
2.
confirm.
Nice. Oh, a little too slow to the punish. And Blonde Bomb exchange, but works in Odedoe's favor.
Fight.
Again, Blonde Bomb. So he's been getting hit with Blonde Bomb all day. Nice punish to the down
Nice
forward too.
punish. I think it was kind of late because I saw the Power Crush sparks come out.
And then to the
But it's
one
still pretty
throw.
good.
Oh, that's not that
You can watch
punishable.
that.
Into a perfect with the down 4.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like 1-2 as a punish. TRL can be doing like back 1-2 and getting a lot more damage and more frames.
I respect him a plus frame, still keeping it center stage.
And keep in mind, it jails, so you can't really duck it. And it has a
Dog got hit
Yeah,
with the
but-
toothbrush.
high follow-up, so you have to be careful about pressing afterwards. Got hit by the spring kick. Safe. Nice.
Again, scraping
Wipe
the floor. And with spring kick again, down back 2. And he's got some rage to it, but tackles him. Does he break it? Just barely.
KO.
But hits him with a
Big slide.
slide in, and we're going to double Luigi again.
Fight.
Yep, nice. Jackie waiting out the Power Crush.
Oh, counter hit. That's going to hurt. What a whiff punish.
Big launcher. Going to the wall. Dun dun dun. Nice. No
Doesn't get
ender.
the full wall combo, but still solid damage, though. Oh, 1+2.
1+2.
Kerplunk.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
We don't break those. Alright, still keeping it fairly 2 range here. Trying to figure the... Another tackle, but we break those. With the up 2. Punish? No punish. And another 1-throw side switch. Scrape the floor.
Oh,
There's the
beautiful
wall standing
punish to
2.
scrape the floor. He's probably gonna kill him if he does the rage drive here.
And lights
out.
out. With 8 seconds left, Flower Boy
You win.
is now up 4-2, so he's trying to bring it on home. He's starting to pull away with it a little bit. But that's still a fairly close set. The moment that it scraped the floor, it just does not work out for him, unfortunately. And let me go ahead and change this score to 4 real quick. But other than that, that was still a pretty close set. It's just that Mance finally got tired of getting his ankle slashed. I think we all get tired of that eventually. Because, again, he was scraping the floor almost all day long. And he actually was able to get 2 scrape the floor punishes, even though one of them was incorrect. But he's starting to protect his ankles a bit more. So that was a hell of a gamble he took at the end that cost him that game. But it ain't over yet. So we're going to go into game 7. See if we can get a 5-2 or 4-3. Let me go back to the chat one time. What's happening, Luck? Welcome to the chat, brother. I appreciate you. One time for the one time. Luck, when you gonna come back on these sessions, brother? Where you been, Chief?
Wait, did Luck play already?
I think Luck's only played in one of these sessions, man.
Was it the PS4 ones?
Yeah, he was on PSN. We need to see more of that how wrong, brother. I know you ain't retired, neither.
Yeah. One of the so-called quintessential PA Hwarang army.
Yeah, they got a hell of an army here. Like, Jesus, there's like 9 how wrongs in the area.
Not including the so-called Hwarang master from New Jersey. I'm not going to call out his name, but I hear it rhymes with B and lids.
You petty. You petty for that. Let's get into our game 7, where it is 4-2 in Odedoe's favor. So he's trying to bring it home and make it 5-2. But I think the 1000 can make this comeback real quick. And they're keeping most of these games fairly close. If it's not a no-round round, it's going to the final round most of the time. What a sidestep. Sidestep into throw and a side switch.
For breakfast, didn't get the DF2. Tech catch. Dashed and blocked. Nice.
Oh, another counter here. That's going to
hurt. Ivory cutter.
Alright, into the bomb bomb again. Oh, scrape the floor. Counter hit. So that's another one for Odedoe.
Fight.
Oh, toothbrush.
4-3. Nice combo. Wall.
You're getting the wall splat? No, but doesn't get the full conversion.
They get the ender. He should be going for like regular Ivory cutter at that point, because he doesn't have the wall slump.
Down into the 2-throw, the side switch. Got him right at the wall where he wants him. Oh, and another scrape the floor. And what a pickup. Now we're going 1-1 even to round 3.
Fight.
And again with the slide in.
Slides down 3, got checked out of it.
At the launcher, it's gonna hurt.
Not cool.
Cancel the unblockable.
No whiff punish on that. It's kind of hard to whiff punish though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, look, that was a hell of a whiff punish.
With down
forward too. Oh, doesn't get full wall combo. Oh, another scrape the floor. He's paying for it now.
Good punish.
And now going into round 4.
Round 4.
Match point for Odedoe. He could make it 5-2 here. A little too slow to the backslay punish. Not that punishable.
We can launch that. Badass.
Toothbrush with punish.
Good whip
and
punish.
Again, scrape the floor, getting counter hit with the unblockable. That's gonna smart. Oh, 1+2 throw. And down forward 4 to take it. That's gonna be Odedoe taking it 5-2 in match 2. Still a hell of a set going back and